The mentality of a warrior encompasses a combination of discipline, courage, resilience, and a strong sense of purpose. Here are some of the greatest warrior quotes that capture this mindset. 1. I do not fear an army of lions led by a sheep. I fear an army of sheep led by a lion. Alexander the Great, 2. It is not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit. J.R.R. Tolkien, 3. In war, there is no prize for the runner-up. General Omar Bradley, 4. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the action in the face of fear. Mark Messier, 5. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela, 6. The true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. G.K. Chesterton, 7. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. George Washington, 8. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill, 9. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius, 10. I am not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. Alexander the Great, 11. It is fatal to enter any war without the will to win it. General Douglas MacArthur, 12. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. Theodore Roosevelt, 13. The more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. Richard Marcinko, 14. The warrior who trusts his path doesn't need to prove the other way is wrong. Paulo Coelho, 15. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Sun Tzu, 16. A warrior is not about perfection or victory or invulnerability. He's about absolute vulnerability. Socrates, 17. The true test of a warrior is how he carries himself when he is wounded. Chris Matacos, 18. It is fatal to enter a war without the will to win it. General Douglas MacArthur, 19. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Confucius, 20. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. Christopher Reeve, 21. The hero is the one who kindles a great light in the world, who sets up blazing torches in the dark streets of life for men to see by. Felix Adler. 22. The battle you are going through is not fueled by the words or actions of others. It is fueled by the mind that gives it importance. Shannon L. Alder, 23. To be a warrior is not a simple matter of wishing to be one. It is rather an endless struggle that will go on to the very last moment of our lives. Yamamoto Tsunetomo, 24. A warrior seeks to act rather than talk. Carlos Castaneda, 25. A true hero isn't measured by the size of his strength, but by the strength of his heart. Zeus, from Hercules, 26. It is not enough to fight. It is the spirit which we bring to the fight that decides the issue. It is morale that wins the victory. General George C. Marshall, 27. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke, 28. A warrior's greatest weapon is his mind. Unknown, 29. A hero is no braver than an ordinary man, but he is brave 5 minutes longer. Ralph Waldo Emerson, 30. The warrior does not give up what he loves. He finds the love in what he does. Dan Millman, 31. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker, 32. Out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't even be there. 80 are just targets, 9 are the real fighters, and we are lucky to have them, for they make the battle. Ah, but the one is a warrior, and he will bring the others back. Heraclitus, 33. Sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness. Susan Gale, 34. Success is not in what you have, but who you are. Bo Bennett, 35. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 36. A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Balthazar Gracian, 37. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena. Theodore Roosevelt, 38. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Sun Tzu, 39. The true measure of a warrior is how quickly he can respond to the needs of others. Stephen Pressfield, 40. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Margaret Thatcher, 41. Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid. Franklin P. Jones. Watu. The warrior stands in the world with his heart exposed, ready to share himself with others. Dan Millman, 43. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Seneca, 44. Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. William Shakespeare. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. These quotes continue to capture the essence of a warrior's mentality, emphasizing bravery, perseverance, and the ability to overcome challenges. They highlight the importance of taking action, facing fears, and finding strength in adversity.